Hey, you two, go talk to those bad bitches. You gotta go get in front of them. Walk quickly, and you're together. Walk next to each other like you're homies. Go, we'll be right here. Go, quickly, go. Okay, now I'm gonna point out a quick mistake. They're already, like, that's not how friends walk. That's not how friends walk. Like, they're like one's in front of each other. Like, you know, we wouldn't, catch up.
No hand in the pocket, right?
This is fine. The hand in the pocket's okay, but yeah. Oh, they're nervous. I love it. I love the nerves. Dude, I love teaching day game. I'm gonna show you guys, like, okay, so those girls right there, they were not no's at all, they were maybes. They slowed their pace as they came up. The one on the right, Nick, if you would have actually reached over to the far one and just like, hey, I'm Nick, by the way, and now he's in front over there, they would have stopped. They'd still be talking to him. Now, key day game principle here, really one of my biggest philosophies of all of this, is that what we're trying to do here when we're doing day game, one of the biggest mistakes that guys make is they give signs of pursuit. Okay? It was like yesterday when I talked about, you know, what was that story I made up about like my student being in jail because he kept touching the girl on the arm? Yeah, he's in jail now, whatever. But no, for real though, in day game, like, and I've seen this a lot, guys come, they always are talking from behind. They're always coming up from behind, and then sometimes they'll run up from behind and they'll like fucking do this wrap around, this run around thing, and it's very unnatural. It's not great. Now, even full circle here, back to what we were talking about a minute ago, I would actually say maybe that wouldn't be the end of the world for some of you guys to do at your beginning level, right? When you're trying to get through that barrier of like not committing enough, because that's the bigger problem, is usually you're not committing enough. So it is not the best game to run around and jump in front of a girl and be like, hey, I saw you, I thought you were beautiful. It's actually kind of like, she's gonna like short circuit, right? However, if you're trying to overcome the bigger issue, which is that you're not committed, you're not approaching, and that helps, then I might have you do some of that today. You feel me? But I'll show you guys. It's crazy. I'm big into footwork. You ever play soccer? In different sports, like footwork, you know, fighting, you know, footwork's like a big deal. Pick up footwork, bro. I'm the pioneer of this shit, all right? There's real footwork that has to happen in pickup. In order to, again, be this guy to this girl, you have to be that guy that, like, you're already fucking. And she feels that you're already fucking. Even if you're not, it's like you have those behaviors. You act in that way. And so she's like, well, he's like safe to fuck because he's like already this guy. Versus the little Kevin James dork from The Office, you know, it's like, hey, I just, you know, we're in love. I love you. She would never fuck him, you know? It just doesn't work. So that's one of the big philosophies here, is that you basically want to make it appear, clearly we're out here doing day game, right? But you always want to make it appear as though you were out on your own, just hanging out, having a good time, on your way to go do something, picking something up from the store, and you stumbled upon a girl, and then you ended up having a little conversation with her. Natural shit. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Very important here, okay? Very, very important. When I send somebody into a set, okay, obviously we're gonna kind of be rolling as a squad. When I send somebody, and sometimes we'll be splitting up as well, when I send somebody into an interaction, the rest of us need to kind of help out and like dip away from the student, and the student needs to dip out like on his own. So what I mean is we don't want any of these girls to see that you just left this squad of like 9 guys. You know what I'm saying? You broke free from the squad and now here I am talking. That's a sign that this is a bet, this is a dare, you're showing off in front of your friends, this is not authentic. We're going for serendipity. Do you know what serendipity means? It's like a coincidental situation. A serendipitous thing would be like you're at the grocery store, you bump carts and like, oh, sorry, hi. You look up and like, oh my God, that was when I knew when we bumped carts that we were in love forever. That's serendipity. And we're actually, like, it's a little dark, right? But we're actually trying to fake serendipity out here in day game. We know we're out. She doesn't know that she's the 12th girl that you talked to today. To her, it's like, you know, it's a beautiful little fun story, okay? I've had countless women that, whether they say it after we banged, on the 4th day, a month later, they just say it. They're like, I just still love that, like, Like, we just met at Target, like, randomly, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, totally random. How insane. I haven't dedicated my life to that interaction. Jesus. I haven't made, like, countless videos on it. It's serendipitous, right? So that's what the vibe that we're trying to give. So now, one just quick little side note I'm thinking of right now too is say that I was gonna be like you, that girl, and like she's kind of in the distance, right? Here's what I can't have any of you doing today. Nothing. You can't do this today. You are not going to go chasing girls half a mile down the road. We must move with haste, okay? When I say go talk to that girl, I want you motherfuckers jogging out here. But, okay, she's way up here. I'm jogging to catch up. What I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna jog up to right here and then be like, hey, hey. I'm gonna jog to catch up to her and then stop right here and now match her pace +1. Again, now I'm just a normal guy. She doesn't know. I could have just done 4 miles to catch up to her. I could have had her on GPS, caught up to her. But now, when I'm 20 feet back, I'm gonna slow down, catch my breath, and make it seem like I was just walking. See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hard to get something going.
Listen, so it's all about, even yesterday, okay? It's all about that transition. You know what the smoothest transition is to go from like an opener into anything else? What's your name? So, hey, excuse me, do you happen to know where Starbucks is on Lincoln Road? Yeah, it's just right down there to the right. Okay, cool, thank you. That's like how that would normally go. But if you're turning it into a pickup, hey, what's your name? It's like, oh, we're entering this new realm. We were just over here, we just went through the hallway to this other room now. What's your name? Oh, we're doing something else now other than just talking about directions. She goes, I'm Cynthia. Cool, what are you up to today? Oh, I'm just, I'm in town from Delaware right now. Oh, really? Oh, I'm from Richmond, Virginia, actually. It's pretty close. Not really, but whatever. Well, how long are you down here for? Chit chat. Day game's not exciting. Day game's not flashy. Day game's not like fucking, we're just like talking to them and then saying, well, hey, look, I'm in town. So it's gonna change a little because you guys are on vacation. So you don't have to run that same opener that I taught you last night or that same closing formula. You don't have to do that same thing. You still can though. So for example, you guys could use Sushi Samba. Okay, it's right here on Lincoln Road. So you can say to these girls at the end of the conversation when it's starting to fade out, you ever been to Sushi Samba? And she's like, no, I haven't. I've been wanting to try it out. Let's go on a date tonight around 8 o'clock. You feel me? So still leading into it with, have you ever been to Sushi Samba? Say that out loud.
Have you ever been to Sushi Samba?
Say it more curious. You ever been to Sushi Samba?
Have you ever been to Sushi Samba?
Better.
Have you ever been to Sushi Samba?
Perfect.
You ever been to Sushi Samba?
Better. You're doing that squint now. We had to work hard on that squint. Maybe you're just tired. Are you high, bro? No, I'm kidding. You're working on that squint. That's good. Yeah. You gotta sell it. That's what, dude, that's like, that'll fuck you up too. The incongruency of your face and body and then what you're saying. Excuse me, do you know where Starbucks is? Because you know you're doing a pickup and you're scared. And she's like, does he really need directions? What is this, right? And it's like, excuse me, do you happen to know, I think there's a Starbucks somewhere here on Lincoln Road. Do you know where it's at? Like that was more authentic, more genuine. Like he really needed to know. I also always talk about this. Over time, you're gonna get better at making everything sound more authentic. I always have the verbal fluidity to say to a girl, excuse me, do you know where Starbucks is? Excuse me, I know there's a Starbucks here on Lincoln Road, where is it? I can always just get through that sentence, but I throw in this little shit that's kind of like, I'm stacking in like, I don't mean to bother you. You get what I'm saying? So, excuse me, there's supposed to be like a Starbucks somewhere here on Lincoln Road. Do you know where it's at? I'm throwing in this like, on top of that sentence, I'm saying, are you from here? Would you know? Do you happen to know? Sorry to bother you. I'm throwing that tone in. It seems more genuine and authentic. And what happens is over time, if you talk to like 20 girls in a row, which you're going to today, you're gonna start getting robotic. And then we have to like take a little break and get you more like remembering that this is a individual human soul with a body. You know what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Okay.
Passion comes to my mind.
No more of that. I've told you this. Dude, I hate that these, do you guys ever talk about these girls' fashion?
Or like
Like on the opener? I hate that guys teach that. Dude, I hate that. I see so many guys teach it. You go up, oh, I really like those boots and the dress. It reminds me, I had this friend, Vanessa, in college. I hate it, okay? I don't want you guys doing it this weekend. I just don't think it sets the right frame in any way, shape, or form. I think it's even weaker, actually, than like going completely indirect and even like asking directions, okay?
Direction is where I feel like, why am I, it's not genuine, why am I saying it? With fashion, at least I'm like, oh, if I like it, I wouldn't just, but that's the thing, I don't have a default thing ready, so it's just whatever. And
all that we like about fashion anyway is the way that it makes a girl's like tits and ass look anyways. That's all fashion is. The reason why it almost seems as though girls are getting hotter, they kind of are in some ways, but girls are getting hotter because fashion and makeup and everything is getting so much more advanced at accentuating like tits and ass and hips and waist, and half these girls have a fucking waist trainer on and they bust it out. Dude, I pulled this secret fatty one night. My friends were like, how was that last night? I'm like, dude, she was fat as hell. They were like, no, she wasn't. I saw her. We get home, one layer comes off, boom. Next layer comes off, boom, boom, everything. And she was rubber band. She had rubber bands around her legs. Do. Bruh. She was like the Michelin man once those rubber bands came off, dude. Fucking secret fatty. Shit was wild. I was like, what did you do? And then she just kind of like leaped on me. You are acting from a place of scarcity, and thus you continue to draw scarcity to you. And it's a never-ending cycle, and it will never end until you ask yourself one simple question. Hey man, we don't have much time, so let's get into it. An Evolution Daily Bootcamp is your all-access pass to coaching with Aaron Alexander, planet Earth's #1 dating coach. This is a full weekend immersive experience where you will be coached, motivated, and pushed into talking to so many hot women that your brain may actually explode. We are not responsible if your brain actually explodes. Friday, night 1. The bootcamp begins by meeting Aaron Alexander and the Evolution Daily team at 9 p.m. At 9:15, we begin the Masculine Empowerment Workshop, where we will rip away all of your insecurities and replace them with a level of confidence you've never experienced before. Then, we hit the field. Night game, chaos, coaching, everything you need to know to have fun and pull hot chicks. You're becoming fearless, charismatic, and effective all in one night. Saturday at 1 p.m., we rendezvous and begin our day game domination workshop and infield training, where Aaron transforms you into a charismatic, fearless man who's capable and driven to approach hotties during the day. You are given formulas, techniques, and training to make approaching easy and enjoyable. The night game strategies workshop and infield training begins at 10 p.m. Aaron has now seen you in the field and has identified all of your blind spots. We're getting very technical, we're getting loose, and we're having a blast. You're learning more strategies, more techniques, and your motivation is at an all-time high. After you've had the best night of your entire life and accomplished things you never dreamed possible for yourself, it's time for bed. Day game, round 2. You're in a flow state now and you're locked in. You're feeling a confidence within you that you never knew was there. Boot camp is almost over, but the fourth quarter is where the true transformation unfolds. There's still more to learn, more approaching that needs to be done, and more understanding of what it takes to be a man who gets women. We finish our final session of the boot camp and you're feeling on top of the world. Now it's time for the Evolution Daily Debrief Dinner, where you and the Evolution Daily team go out to dinner to recap the weekend and strategize your game plan moving forward. You now have all of the resources, the motivation, and the confidence to go out into the world and fearlessly talk to the women you desire most. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, and our boot camps fill up fast. Group coaching and one-on-one programs are available. Apply below today and receive a free no obligations call with a member of the Evolution Daily team. We'll talk to you soon.